Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about something we all need but don't always have, an emergency fund. You don't think you need an emergency fund until your car breaks down, your dentist bill arrives, or you suddenly lose your job. And then, in that moment, you realize that one unexpected expense is all it takes to completely destroy your finances. The scary part? Most Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency without going into debt. $400. That's it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build an emergency fund from scratch, even if you're living paycheck to paycheck, even if you have debt, and even if you've tried to save before and failed. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear step-by-step plan you can start today. Welcome to centsmart, where we make money simple for real people. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now. We publish new personal finance videos every week designed for beginners who are ready to take control of their money. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what an emergency fund actually is, because a lot of people get this wrong. An emergency fund is not a vacation fund. It's not a new phone fund. It's not a "I saw something on sale" fund. An emergency fund is money set aside specifically for unexpected, necessary expenses. Things like losing your job, a medical bill, a car repair, a broken appliance you actually need, or an urgent home repair. The key word is unexpected, and the second key word is necessary. Going out for dinner because you had a rough week is not an emergency. Your transmission failing on the way to work absolutely is. A lot of people blur this line and end up raiding their emergency fund for things that aren't emergencies. Then, when a real emergency hits, the money isn't there. So before we talk about how to build one, I want you to get very clear on what yours is for. Write it down if you have to. My emergency fund is for job loss, medical expenses, and major car or home repairs. Everything else gets handled another way. Now let's talk about why most people don't have one. It's not because they don't want to save. It's because they fall into one of three traps. Trap number one: they wait until they have enough money to start. They tell themselves they'll start saving when they get a raise, when they pay off this credit card, when things slow down. But that moment never comes. There is always something else competing for the money. Trap number two: they save inconsistently. They put in $200 one month, skip the next 3 months, then pull the money out for something that wasn't really an emergency. The fund never grows because it never gets the chance. Trap number three: they keep their emergency fund in their regular checking account. This is a big one. When your savings and spending money live in the same place, the savings always loses. Your brain doesn't see it as protected. It sees it as available. And available money gets spent. The solution to all three traps is the same. Make saving automatic, make it consistent, and make it separate. We'll come back to exactly how to do that in a few minutes. First, let's figure out how much you actually need. You've probably heard the rule: save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. And while that's the right long-term target, it sounds overwhelming when you're starting from zero. So let's break it down into something more manageable. There are actually 3 stages to building an emergency fund, and you don't have to do them all at once. Stage 1 is your starter emergency fund. The goal here is $1,000. That's it. Just $1,000. This isn't your full emergency fund, it's your buffer. It protects you from small emergencies while you're still paying off debt or getting your budget under control. $1,000 covers most car repairs, most small medical bills, most appliance replacements. It won't cover everything, but it will keep you from reaching for your credit card every time something goes wrong. Stage 2 is your basic emergency fund. Once you have the starter fund in place, you build toward 1 month of living expenses. If your monthly expenses are $2,000, that's your new target. This gives you breathing room if your income dips or an unexpected bill arrives that's larger than your starter fund can handle. Stage 3 is your full emergency fund. This is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you spend $2,000 a month, your full emergency fund is somewhere between $6,000 and $12,000. This is the level that protects you from job loss, the biggest financial emergency most people will ever face. Most financial experts recommend 3 months if you have a stable job and no dependents, and 6 months if you're self-employed, have kids, or work in an industry with high turnover. Don't let these numbers paralyze you. Start with stage 1, $1,000. That's the only number that matters right now. So how do you actually get there? Here's the step-by-step process. Step 1. Open a separate savings account just for your emergency fund. Not the savings account linked to your checking. A separate account, ideally at a different bank. This creates what psychologists call a friction barrier. It makes it slightly harder to access the money, which means you're less likely to spend it impulsively. The best type of account for this is a high-yield savings account. Unlike a regular savings account that earns almost nothing, a high-yield savings account currently offers around 4 to 5% interest per year. That means your emergency fund is actually growing while it sits there. I'll link some of the best options in the description below. Step 2. Set up an automatic transfer. Decide how much you can realistically save each month, even if it's just $50, and set up an automatic transfer for the day after your paycheck hits. This removes the decision from the equation. You don't have to remember to save. You don't have to feel motivated. It just happens. Let's look at what consistent saving actually looks like over time. If you save $50 a month, you hit $1,000 in 20 months. If you save $100 a month, you get there in 10 months. If you save $200 a month, you're there in 5 months. Small amounts add up faster than you think. The key is consistency, not size. Step 3. Find extra money to accelerate your progress. This is where most people get stuck. They feel like there's nothing left to cut. But there almost always is. Go through your last 30 days of bank statements and look for 3 things. First, subscriptions you forgot about. The average American pays for 3 to 4 subscriptions they don't actively use. Cancel them. Second, food spending. This is usually the biggest leak. Cooking at home just 2 more times a week can save $50 to $100 a month easily. Third, impulse purchases. Not regular shopping, the random stuff you bought without planning. Add it up. Most people are shocked. You don't have to cut everything. Just find $100 a month you didn't realize you were wasting. Put that directly into your emergency fund. Now you're saving $100 automatically plus whatever you can add on top. Step 4. Give your emergency fund a boost with one-time money. Tax refund, birthday money, a bonus at work, selling something you don't use anymore. Instead of spending it, put it directly into your emergency fund. One decent tax refund can get you to your starter goal overnight. Step 5. Protect the fund like it's a rule. This is the hardest part. Once the money is there, the temptation to use it for non-emergencies will be real. A sale you don't want to miss. A trip that came up last minute. A purchase you've been wanting for months. Here's how to think about it. Every time you take money out of your emergency fund for something that isn't a true emergency, you are borrowing from your future self, the version of you who might really need that money someday. Is this purchase worth leaving your future self unprotected? Usually the answer is no. If you do use the fund for a real emergency, that's exactly what it's there for. Don't feel guilty. Just make rebuilding it your next financial priority. Now let's talk about something most people don't consider. What happens when you actually have to use your emergency fund? Let's say you lose your job. You have 3 months of expenses saved. Here's how to make it last. First, immediately cut your spending to the bare minimum. Pause all non-essential subscriptions. Reduce food costs. Pause any extra debt payments beyond the minimum. Your only goal right now is to stretch that money as far as possible. Second, apply for unemployment benefits right away. Many people wait or feel embarrassed. Don't. You paid into the system. This is what it's there for. File immediately because there's often a waiting period before payments begin. Third, treat finding a new job like a full-time job. Structure your days. Set goals. Reach out to your network. The faster you replace your income, the less of your emergency fund you'll need to use. And when you're back on your feet, rebuilding the emergency fund becomes your #1 financial priority. Before extra debt payments, before investing, before anything else. Having a fully funded emergency fund changes your relationship with money completely. When an unexpected expense hits, instead of panic, you feel calm. Instead of reaching for your credit card, you reach for your savings. Instead of falling further behind, you stay on track. That calm is worth more than the interest you might earn investing that money. It's financial security. And for most people, it's the foundation that makes everything else possible. Getting out of debt, building wealth, actually enjoying their money without constant anxiety. So let's recap what you need to do. Define what your emergency fund is actually for. Open a separate high-yield savings account just for this money. Set up an automatic transfer for the day after your paycheck. Find at least one area to cut and redirect that money to your fund. Boost it with any one-time money that comes in. And protect it like it's a rule. Start with stage 1, $1,000. That's your only job right now. If you want a free savings tracker to help you stay motivated as you build your emergency fund, I've linked one in the description. Print it out, stick it somewhere you'll see it, and watch the progress add up. And if this video helped you, please subscribe, because every week we break down personal finance in a way that actually makes sense for beginners. I'll see you in the next one.